Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke enters into Forrester's design office and sees Carter kneeling over Hope, who is on the desk. She exclaims, "Oh my God." Hope. Closing the door, she asks, "You and Carter?" Hope informs her mother that there is more to this than meets the eye. They are not simply playing around. Brooke asks, "Are you two involved?" She knows this is why they have been supporting each other. Hope reminds her that no one, including Ridge, can know about this. In the main office, Steffi, Ridge, and Eric talk about Carter's desire for growth, which she believes came out of nowhere. Eric is delighted by Carter's enthusiasm, but believes it will never happen. Ridge likes his initiative. Steffi and Eric agree, but it is too much. They establish themselves as a family-owned business with no shareholders or investment firms to answer to. Eric claims Carter's plan would change all of it. Ridge wonders why he wants to take such a risk right now. What is Carter thinking? They are perplexed as to why Carter kept this a secret and only now revealed it to them. This is unknown territory. Eric believes it would transform the company into a brand name, no longer a fashion house. "I don't want to do this," Ridge says, despite the fact that it would be quite profitable. They've achieved the pinnacle of fashion houses. He and Eric debate taking on debt, and Steffi points out that they would have to give up control. Ridge believes Carter understands what he's doing. But why now? Why do it now? Steffi is unsure if Carter's idea is right for them. Ridge says, "Or the right time for us." She believes in innovation, which is why they are so successful. They review their prior hazards. Steffi claims that this is the House of Forrester, and they don't need investment bankers peering over their shoulders. Eric and Ridge agree. Eric claims that they create trends rather than following them. Steffi loves it. She is hesitant to take the risk at this time. Ridge agrees. Eric believes there is something going on here. Why the sudden urge for change? In the design office, Hope puts on her buttons while Brooke asks Carter about her sister, Katie. Hope's aunt. Carter claims they've been there for a while. Brooke asks if she is aware of this. Hope claims they do not want anyone to know. Brooke wonders why, because it's a fling or a rebound. Hope answers no. They are simply giving themselves time to see how things proceed. They adore seeing each other. Brooke squints. In secret. Carter explains that it is because of what is going on at work with Hope's line. She asks her mother to agree not to tell anything. In the main office, Ridge claims Carter has never led them astray before. Steffi says everything has been out of tune lately. Eric believes he wants to chase profits, but they have never been about that. He wants this company to be around for his great-grandchildren, but he's scared it won't be if they get into debt. Steffi has another issue. Carter had something to say about the Logans. He dislikes her stand on Hope's line. He believes she has a personal grievance that she is allowing to impact her business judgments. Eric believes she's been extremely patient with Hope for the future. Steffi expressed gratitude to her grandfather. The conversation shifts to his springing ivy and her jewelry line on Steffi. She believes he should have consulted them first before inviting Ivy to her office. Ridge shrugs and says it was just a thought. Steffi claims it's the timing of everything at once. It makes her question if Hope has gotten into Carter's head. In the design office, Hope informs Brooke that if everyone contributes, they will be unable to take their time. Carter believes Hope should not have to defend her feelings or actions. Brooke asks, "How about you, Carter?" Carter claims Hope encouraged him to express his vision for Forrester. "She inspires me." Carter brings out the best in me, Hope adds. She reminds her mother of how he defended her and her dynasty. Brooke thinks that's great, but it's business. Hope argues that it is about respect. Carter and Hope share the same goals, especially the conclusion of the Forrester-Logan War. The current situation prevents this from happening, and they are having some fun in the process. Carter regrets having to walk in on it. Brooke claims they are both consenting adults, but I do have my concerns, and you're going to hear them. Ridge informs Steffi in the main office that she has every right to be on guard when it comes to Hope. Eric agrees. Steffi claims she kissed her spouse, but she does not trust her. She's starting to suspect she's manipulating Carter. This would explain why he is her ally. Ridge claims his devotion is to the corporation. Steffi reminds him that Carter and she decided not long ago to sever the line. Ridge claims it doesn't matter. She gave her ample time to turn things around. If Hope does not come up with the statistics, they must make a change. It doesn't matter what Carter says. Eric concurs. Exactly. This is our company. We know what is best for Forrester. In the design office, Brooke requests that Carter be entirely honest with her. Are you no longer involved with Katie? Carter says they are still friends. Brooke informs out that he is Ridge's best buddy and a top executive at the company. Hope wonders whether she means they shouldn't be engaged with each other because they work together. She reminds her that Carter isn't her boss. Brooke is happy she has someone on her side. Them is a lot of stress around them, and she does not want that to affect them. Hope stated that they want to take their time with this and see how it goes. She tells her mother that Carter is aware of the situation with Finn. Carter knows what it's like to be attracted to the wrong person. They appreciate Brooke's support and for keeping this to herself. Steffi enters and inquires as to if she is interfering with anything. Carter claims they were talking employment. Steffi says, "Oh, okay. If you are talking about work, you could tell me what's going on." The bold and the beautiful recap for Monday, October 28, 2024, has finally arrived. In this episode, Eric Forrester makes a judgment on the luxury umbrella pitch. The bold and the beautiful recap highlights. Steffi Forrester Finnegan has a revelation. In addition, Carter Walton and Hope Logan are cornered. Carter and Hope kiss on Monday, October 28th, according to the B&B recap. Carter is leaning over Hope, who is laying on the desk. Hope tells Carter to hurry up and lock the door, but Brooke enters before he can. Oops. Brooke is horrified. Steffi vents to Eric about Carter. Eric believes that the COO is only looking for other opportunities. Eric did claim that Carter's luxury umbrella pitch is off the charts. Ridge Forrester agrees. Eric thinks it's an interesting idea. Eric reminds up how excited Hope and Zend Forrester Dominguez were about it. However, Eric says it will never happen. Eric, Ridge, and Steffi discuss Carter's pitch. Steffi reminds them that they do not currently have to answer to shareholders or investors. Ridge is curious about Carter's motivation for taking such a risk at this time. The bold and the beautiful recap. Hope Logan explains. Hope and Carter attempt to explain. It isn't as it seems. Brooke remembers what she witnessed. Carter apologizes. Hopefully, they weren't just playing around. Brooke understands the exchange of eyes between Hope and Carter. Brooke is astonished, but after the meeting, she realizes it makes sense. Hope clarifies that she firmly believes in Carter's vision. Carter says that he firmly believes in Hope for the future. Brooke thinks Steffi won't see it that way. Hope begs Brooke to be silent. No one can know. Hope particularly wants Brooke to keep Ridge in the dark. Eric claims Carter has been thinking about this for years. Ridge wonders why Carter kept these visions to himself for so long. Steffi claims it did not come out of nowhere, and Carter brings it up every time they speak. Ridge claims Carter has never discussed desire to alter the family business. Eric claims that this transforms Forrester Creations into a brand rather than a fashion house. Eric does not want to do it. Ridge, on the other hand, believes that if it works, it might result in huge revenues. Eric thinks the risk is too high. Ridge agrees with Carter that they have peaked in the fashion industry. Perhaps it is time for something fresh. Eric believes it will push them to bankruptcy. Steffi adds that they would have to hand over some of their control to investors. Ridge explains that creatives dislike giving up control. Ridge thinks Carter is correct, but why now? Eric claims FC is a family business. Steffi believes Carter only wants a better future for everyone. Eric asks Steffi what she wants. They all continue to debate. Eric claims that beginning the business was the biggest risk of his life. Carter's record has been spotless. Steffi claims that they do not require shareholders to respond to every choice they make. Eric describes a Forrester Creations original as a work of art. They do not follow trends, they create them. Eric believes the real Carter would be just as wary as them. Something doesn't add up for Eric. B&B recap. Carter Walton scrambles. The bold and the beautiful recap for Monday, October 28th shows Hope buttoning up her top while Brooke continues to analyze everything. Brooke asks Carter if Katie Logan, Heather Tom, knows. Katie doesn't know. Brooke wants to know why they're keeping this a secret. Is this simply a fling? Is there a rebound? Hope and Carter aren't sure what this is yet and want to see where it goes before others find out. Carter adds that they need to keep it quiet because of the pressures at work. Hope urges Brooke to stay quiet. Normally, Steffi trusts Carter, and they get along so well. Steffi says that recently, something looks odd. Eric claims that Carter appears to have his own vision of the organization.
Oh.
Eric claims it has never been purely about business for them. Eric claims that this company delivers peace of mind. It is about beauty. Steffi brings up Carter's ardent support for the Logan family. Steffi claims Carter does not seem to agree with her decisions. Eric adds Steffi has been extremely patient with Hope's line. Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, is referenced. Eric wants Ivy on board. Steffi claims that Carter should have notified them first. Steffi believes it's the timing. Everything happened at once. Steffi wonders if Hope is somehow getting inside Carter's thoughts. Brooke is hesitant. Hope asks, "Do you want us to take our time with this?" Brooke says, "Of course." Hope and Carter express that they want to figure this out without everyone pitching in with their thoughts or concerns. Carter delivers a speech to Brooke about Hope. Then Hope turns around and delivers an emotional speech about Carter. The words integrity and inspiration are used frequently during the talk. Hope tells a passion joke that Brooke does not find funny. Brooke has concerns. The bold and the beautiful recap. Monday, October 28, 2024. Steffi believes that Hope is manipulating Carter. Steffi begins speaking, but Ridge interrupts. Ridge explains that at the end of the day, this is a business. Eric and Ridge agree that this is their firm, and while they respect Carter's perspective, they are not required to follow his recommendations. Brooke asks Carter about Katie. Carter offers a vague explanation. Brooke makes a healthy dating comment. Hope tells Brooke that Carter is already aware of her obsession with John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. Steffi comes in. Steffi wants to know why Carter, Hope, and Brooke are gathered together. Carter claims it was all about work. Steffi says if it's work-related, they can fill her in. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Friday, October 18, 2024 promise another day of men praising Hope. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful. Carter Walton does what he does. When Carter Walton desires a lady, he goes all in with passion and charm. He also falls hard and typically wants to marry shortly. At least he didn't propose to Hope Logan's aunt, Katie Logan. He was about to propose to Hope's former mother-in-law, Quinn Fuller, but it ended as abruptly and unexpectedly as it began. Carter is now thoroughly captivated with Hope and appears to have been so for quite some time. Hope isn't sure where all the attention is coming from, but she's enjoying it. Will Carter's romantic dinner rendezvous with Hope result in more sparks? B&B spoilers. Hope Logan gets a fresh start. Hope isn't sure where all the attention is coming from. She progressed from being distraught over Thomas and Douglas Forrester's departure to being humiliated when she went after John Finn Finnegan. Carter is now romancing her, and Liam Spencer wants her back after she ended her marriage. Hope was blown away by Liam's video and flattered by Carter's support for her and hope for the future. This dinner date tops it all off, and Hope has no idea what to say or do. It's good to have men's attention, but Hope has to make up her mind. Hope was caught surprised when Liam grabbed and kissed her, since she had assumed they were over. Did she have feelings before pushing Liam away? Will Hope think about Liam throughout her date with Carter? If this is the case, it is not good news for Carter. However, it's probable that she's fixated on Carter and attempts to keep everyone else out. Isn't it odd that Thomas is marrying the lady Carter almost married? What could this lead to? Will we even see Paris Buckingham and Thomas marry? The bold and the beautiful spoilers state that the show appears to be rehashing some content when it comes to Electra Forrester. Electra may be a new character, but her history is quickly starting to seem familiar. For starters, Electra mentioned traveling around a lot when she was younger, which suggests that her parents were chasing aspirations rather than providing her with a solid foundation. We also know Electra looks up to Aunt Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, and has a close relationship with her. Electra said at one point how beautiful the Forrester mansion was, and how it felt like a different universe. As Electra took in the stunning view of the land, she said that it was nothing like how she grew up. Isn't all of this evocative of Luna Nozawa, who traveled about with free-spirited Poppy Nozawa for craft fairs while living modestly. Furthermore, Ivy is being used in a manner similar to how John Finn Finnegan was utilized in Luna's plot. BNB continued to play up Finn's bond with his adopted cousin until they decided to turn Luna insane. Elektra appears nice and innocent at the moment, as did Luna when she first appeared on the show. Luna and RJ Forrester were given the same cutesy romance content that Elektra and Will Spencer are currently receiving. Could Elektra be hiding secrets and layers that will be revealed later on? Linnea Grace hinted about it in an interview with TV Insider earlier this month. She's maybe got a little bit of a path that we might find out about later, Grace remarked of Elektra. Grace was obviously trying to be cryptic because she couldn't say too much, but we must examine whether this path will lead to danger. It might connect into Elektra's past and pave the way for some intriguing character developments. Of course, this does not necessarily imply that Elektra will begin putting people up in cages and landing behind bars. Even then, Elektra may not be as innocent as she appears, so we'll bring you more predictions about her background and what might be revealed. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers, we'll continue to be intrigued about Elektra, so keep an eye out for any new information he discovers about her. Carter's daring business ideas have everyone wondering where his unexpected enthusiasm came from. He became the center of attention in the office, which is unlike him. Carter generally keeps his head down and remains within his lane. It's unusual for him to try to trigger a business shakeup. During the Monday, October 28th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, the Forresters discussed his vision for the company. Carter's suggestion was imaginative, but the family was concerned that it may backfire. Eric met with Steffi and Ridge to talk about Carter's imaginative creativity. They admired his ideas, but they saw it as a significant financial risk. Steffi and Ridge envisioned a more traditional and conservative future for the family fashion firm. They questioned where Carter's newfound yearning for hope for the future had come from. Steffi voiced doubts about continuing the couture line. The stats revealed that it has not been doing well. Carter and Steffi reached an agreement last month. Now, he's completely changed his mind about the brand. He wants to elevate HFTF to the forefront. Carter's idea was to launch a lingerie line comparable to Brooke's Bedroom. But HFTF is a tremendous failure. Will beautiful lingerie give it the life it requires? Brooke's Bedroom was successful since Brooke was the brand's face. She gave older women hope that they, too, could be sexy. Lingerie for 30-something ladies lacks innovation. During her talk with her father and grandfather, Steffi pondered what had happened to Carter. Here's what Lauren St. Victor says Carter is thinking. She wanted to know if Hope had gotten inside Carter's mind. Steffi does not trust Hope and believes she is manipulating everyone. Steffi is correct about Hope getting into Carter's head. Steffi has no idea that she is also trying to get into his bed. Hope appreciated that he battled for her throughout their sudden meeting. She enjoyed it so much that she was ready to have sex with him. However, she failed to lock the office door, and her mother came in on them. Brooke, like Steffi, was concerned about what this meant for their future at Forrester Creations. Hope and Carter's romance could mean the end of the Logans as we know them.